Mr. B, during this lesson, I will explain how to use the mole calculation. Consider the following practice exercise. Suppose we're given 50 grams of the compound sodium oxide, Na2O, and asked to determine the number of moles contained in that amount. Well, the first step is to turn to the mole calculation and write it down, where moles are equal to given mass divided by the gram formula mass, or the GFM. Now simply match the information from the practice exercise to the actual formula. Okay, so we're given 50 grams of the compound, 50 G of the compound. Now, the gram formula mass of sodium oxide will be 62 grams per mole. All right, now you may confirm this with your own calculator if you wish. Dividing 50 grams by the gram formula mass, 62 grams per mole, will equal 0.81 mole. Remember, in this case, the grams will cancel out. Okay, let's do another practice exercise. Suppose we're given 3.5 moles of barium hydroxide and asked to determine the mass, the mass in 3.5 moles. Okay, well, we still have the formula here. So we're given moles, so we write 3.5 mole is equal to X over, now the formula mass of barium hydroxide will be 171 grams per mole. All right? Now let's keep the math simple, okay? Place the 3.5 over 1, okay, and then cross multiply. So we will get 1 times X is equal to 3.5 mole times 171 grams per mole. Clearly 1 times X is X, and so the answer will be 598.5 grams of the compound. Easy, right? Now let me just point a couple things out here. When we write 50 over 62, 50 grams over 62 grams per mole, this represents a numerical setup. And if you're taking the New York State Regents chemistry exam, you must be aware of the fact that you may be asked for a numerical setup. In the next case, this would also classify as a numerical setup, assuming the 1 wasn't there. So let's all be aware of how to write a numerical setup. Okay? A numerical setup simply means that you've arranged all the information to solve for the unknown without actually writing the answer. All right, final question. Let's determine the molar mass of a compound if 4 moles of the compound is equal to 67 grams. Now, we're given moles, 4 moles. We're given the mass of the compound, 67 G. And we're looking for the formula mass or molar mass, which will be X. Now, once again, place the moles over 1, cross multiply. So we get X times 4 mole is equal to 1 times 67 grams. All right, now clearly 1 times 67 is 67. So this will simplify to X over 4 mole is equal to 67 G. And so to solve for X, we simply divide by 4. So the answer will be, so X will equal 67.9 G over, no, this is a G, I thought that was a 9, over 4, okay? And the molar mass will be 16.75 grams per mole. Okay, and that basically wraps up using the mole calculation. Hopefully that last part didn't confuse you, but truly, using the calculation is very simple. Just match the information from the practice exercises to the actual formula, and you will always obtain the correct answer. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.